Hi. In this new series, we'll discuss some problems in auction theories. Okay, so in the very first video, we'll introduce the very famous Vickrey auction, or called the sealed bid second price auction. Okay, so the sealed bid second price auction is just a type of sealed bid auction. Okay, so it means that the bidders, they submit the written bids and they do not know the bid of the other people in the auction. Right? So they have their own private values on the item to be in the auction. Right? So the highest bidder wins the auction, but the price that this bidder pays is the second highest bid. Okay, so that's why this is called the second price auction. Okay. Okay, so we'll show that show some interesting properties and in the second price auction. This will be a second price auction. Okay. So the most important thing in this auction format is that the dominant strategy for each bidder in a Vickrey auction with a single and indivisible item is that for each bidder to bid their true value. Okay, so their own valuation, their true valuation of the item. Okay, so that's although that is very intuitive, right? So but actually we need some formal proof to establish this idea. Okay. Okay, so let's see how do we show that. So the statement is that the dominant strategy okay, in a Vickrey auction or in a sealed bid second price auction with a single and indivisible item for each bidder is to bid their true value of the item. Okay, so let's define some notations. So VI is the bidder i's value, okay, for the item, okay, of bidder I, and let's say BI is the bid for the player I, okay, for bidder I. So the payoff, okay, pi equals to, if we have said that if BI is greater than the maximum of all the other person's bids, right? So if that's the case, then this means that bidder I wins wins the auction, but pays the second highest bid. So in this case, the profit should be VI minus the maximum for the other people, which is not this guy, and this is the maximum bid of the other people, right? Otherwise, this person I loses the auction and gets 0. Okay, so that's the payoff. Okay, so we will show by two different cases. Okay, so we want to show that the strategy of overbidding or underbidding both are dominated by bidding truthfully, right? So what we want to show is that overbidding or underbidding those are dominated, right, by bidding truthfully according to the real value VI, right? So to show that, we just separate into two different cases. Okay, so let's assume that suppose bi is greater than vi. Okay, so finally, remember that we want to show that bi should be equal to vi for the for the strategy which is not dominant, right? So here we discuss the first case is that suppose if this person's bid bi is bigger or is greater than the valuation of this person. Okay, so bi is greater than vi. Okay, so if that's the case, and we discuss some sub cases. So if the other people's bids, okay, j not equal to I, bj, if that is smaller than vi, so this means that this person I values this item, the valuation of the person I on the item is greater than all the other people's bids. Okay, so if that's the case, then the bidder will win this item, right? Because we have already assumed that bi is greater than vi. Okay, so if the sub case this is true, then this person I wins the auction, right? Okay, and so the bidder will win the item, right, with a truthful bid, okay, and also with an overbid, right? So either bid truthfully using vi as the bid, or use this bi as like a overbid, right? So both two ways can lead to a win for this person, right? So that's the case. That's the result under this case, right? So it means that the bid's amount doesn't change the payoff, right? Because this is the second price auction. The winner only pays the second highest, only pays the maximum of other people's bids, right? So the bid's amount doesn't change the payoff. So the two strategies, they have the equal payoff in this case, right? So overbid or a truthful bid, they have the equal payoff, right? Okay, so that's the first subcase. So now we know we have the case that the vi is greater than that. But what if, okay, so what if this max bj for all the j, any j that is not equal to I, so if this thing is greater than bi, okay, so if now we discuss this on the one extreme, right? So what if the max bj, if other people's highest bid is greater than bi, okay, so it's on the other side. Okay, we have already discussed this side. Now if this is on the other side, if that's greater than bi, then in this case, this means that other people's maximum bid is greater than this person's bid. Then this person I will lose the auction, right? So then it doesn't matter. So in either way, right? It doesn't matter if this person bids use this bid, the overbid, right? Because here the bid, if the bid is greater than vi, then this is overbid case. So either overbid or use just the vi. So in either way, the person I will lose. Okay, so then this is a lose. Okay, this is a win, right? So win and this is lose. And they also have the same payoff, right? Using the overbid or truthful, right? So in both cases, it's 0, right? So because the person loses the auction. Okay, so that's the second sub case, right? So the only sub case left here is that what if this max BJ is in between of those two things, right? So that's the other possible case. So if that's the case, it means that Vi is smaller than max Bj, J not equal to I, smaller than Bi. Okay, so this means that the person I's bid, okay, is higher than other people, right? So in this case, if I beats Bi, then we'll win the auction. But the thing is that after this person wins the auction, this person has to pay the max BJ. So it means that the payment is higher than Vi, right? So then this shouldn't happen, right? So then in this case, this profit becomes negative. Okay, so that's one possibility, right? So the payoff would be negative. Okay, for the overbidding Bi, right? Okay, so because as we just said, this person needs to pay more than the valuation of Vi. Okay, but if the person I bids Vi in this case, okay, then this person loses this auction, right? And the payoff would be 0. Okay, payoff is 0 for this is Bi, this is bid Vi. Okay, right. So the payoff would be negative for this strategy of the overbidding, and the payoff is 0 for this truthful bid, Vi, right? So this means that the strategy for bidding higher than the true valuation, in this case, right, higher than the true valuation Vi, this is dominated by the strategy of the truthfully bidding, right? Okay, so in those two cases, they have the same payoffs, so that's okay. But in this case, it's important that we find out that this actually the bidding strategy to bid truthfully can dominate the other one for the bidding that is higher than the true valuation, right? Okay, so that's the first big case, right? So what is the other possibility? The other possibility is that we want to also discuss the case where, okay, suppose Bi is smaller than Vi. Okay, so if that is the case, we can also discuss the same things, right? 1, 2, 3. So if max Bj J not equal to I, this is greater than Vi. If that's in the that's on this side extreme, okay. So if that's the case, then the bidder will lose the item, right? Because the Bi or Vi is both lower than max Bj, right? So lose, okay. Either underbid or truthfully bid, right? So that's this case, and the payoff are zeros, so the same thing here. Okay, so if max Bj J not equal to I, if max bj is smaller than bi, if that's on the other extreme, okay, then this means that the bidder will win the item, right? Either way, right? Either the bidding with a bi or bidding with vi, right? So in both cases, they only need to, this person I only needs to pay max bj, right? Okay, so it's a win, and so payoffs are still the same for both two bids, right? bi or vi. Okay, good. So the only case remaining here is that if max bj is in between of those two numbers, so bi smaller than max bj, smaller than vi, j not equal to I. Okay, so if that's the case, right, so this means that this person's valuation is higher than other people's bid, and which is further higher than this person's bid. This is a underbid, right? So this means that only the strategy of truthfully bidding VI can win the auction for this person I, right? So if this person underbid BI, then we'll lose this auction. Okay, so the payoff for the truthful bid, this will be positive, right? So pi is positive if bid VI, right? Truthfully. Okay. But if bid BI, if underbid BI, okay, then the profit will be zero, right? The payoff will be zero because this person I will lose this auction, right? So okay. So from here we can see that the strategy of underbidding BI here, underbidding, this is dominated by the strategy of truthfully bidding BI, right? So that's the second big case. Okay, so if we sum them up, okay, so those two things together, two cases together, tell us that truthfully bidding, this strategy dominates the other possible strategies, right? Either underbidding or overbidding, okay? And bidding truthfully, this is optimal here in this case, right? Okay. So truthful bidding dominates the other strategies like overbidding or underbidding, right? Okay. All right. So that's the first important result or the property for the VQuery or the sealed bid second price auction, which says that a strategy with truthful bid dominates the other bids, right? Which could be over or under bid than the valuation of this person I. Okay. Okay, and we will later discuss that about the equilibrium of the auctions and talk about the symmetry of those properties. Right? Okay. Also, we'll talk about other auction formats and some other interesting problems. Okay.